teams in the conference, the UCLA Bruins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buffaloes will kick it off to get us underway. Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Let's go. The inside handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking downfield, it's Klein. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They'll go right back to the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
So first down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
Leaves it with the running back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense.
defense coming up big on 4th and short. You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Makes the grab. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Punts it out of the air. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
At the 25-yard line. Brings up second down.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and more.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Wide open downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And the Bruins will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force the negative play.
Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Looking for the score. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet, and they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Got it, looking for the first down. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
And the Buffaloes will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Bruins in the hurry-up.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
It's complete to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Bruins! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the 4th quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Men, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Ohio State is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Buckeyes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Always interesting to see top 5 teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Colorado.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Bellamy. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with the 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
To the air, it's Klein. Pressure coming. Man pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Fourth down and 12 is four-down territory for this offense. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Buffaloes will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Grabbed behind the line, it's McCutcheon. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. You better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Let's see what they dial up on this fourth down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. Motion from the back. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll send out the kicker here. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Scanning the field, it's Klein. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8 clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Touchdown, UCLA. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the...
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's the handoff. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. And the Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Turning it on.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Motion from the wide receiver. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Bellamy. Still running at the 40. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Can't get him to the ground. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to pass, it's Klein. A little screen to the running back. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Buffaloes will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. First and 10 from the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Moving out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Trying to find the end zone. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Here's first and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. The offense changing the play. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Got his man. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. They're going to run it. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
0.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Barnes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Bruins will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. trying to set the tone on the ground in the third.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. On the run, it's Malone. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Trying to do it on the ground. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
To the ground with the back. Shakes off the defender. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Buffaloes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm the defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
On 4th down, going to the air. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bruin. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Colorado, 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Slithers into space. It's a seam wide open. 30. He's at the and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bucks!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down for this offense. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Meyer. Bears the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And the Buffaloes backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Cox. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And man, the tight end just hasn't been a factor all game. No catches. Finally find an opportunity to try to get him open, throw him the football, and the connection still doesn't.
Trying to beat the D deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Under fire. Now adjusting. Got out of trouble and throws. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. On the move, It's Bellamy. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The give to the back. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He's looking deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on down. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Great place to start for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Myers. He wants to take the top off. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Off the play fake. Unleashes one. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Splits the uprights. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Fires left. It's caught downfield. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps away to find some room. Running to Green. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. Off play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Holland. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Klein. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Plows through the defense. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Has to get there to move the sticks. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buffaloes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Buffaloes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The defense going to stop the clock. Timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll send the tight end in motion. He's got it on the run. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
That keeps the score. UCLA 40, Colorado 13.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. UCLA will go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, UCLA! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has...
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. Strong, firm tackle.
Two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. UCLA 46, Colorado 13.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. To the air, it's Klein. Grabs it in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
You can't blame this offense for wanting to be aggressive. They're down by a lot on the scoreboard here, and that time going 4 verticals, trying to stretch the defense, see if someone can get open. But, David, the defense was expecting it, and they were able to come away with the INT.
Yeah, the only thought I have right now, Jesse, is I'm playing deep. I can't give up the big plays. I want to make them earn it. The clock is my friend, getting the lead, having the lead in the 4th quarter. Nice.
There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. There's time on the clock. Keep trying to score.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions, setting up 3rd down.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
You got to love this job by the defense here in their own end. They're doing an outstanding job in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. Everybody's getting to their marks. They're breaking on the ball.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an up.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
That costly penalty will give this offense a new set of downs. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Meyer. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40, the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Colorado.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really...
Intercepted to stop the threat.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Looking to pass, it's Klein. Trying to get behind the defense. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man downfield. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking for a deep man. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Touchdown, Bucks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know.
The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Kansas State. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. To the air, it's Myers. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Touchdown, Bruins! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And they finish it off with a touchdown and seal up this game.
Yeah, this might be what you call garbage time, and it might not really matter because you know the game's out of reach, but I like it. Keep executing. Keep finding some more plays. Hey, maybe you find a play later on down the season you might come back to and say, hey, this actually worked in this situation.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Right down the middle. And he throws another interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, UCLA! How about this defense taking one back to the house? They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
27.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Back to throw. It's Klein. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled.
Makes a grab down the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. They're looking to throw on second and short. Going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play. Stop the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Bringing the heat. Here's a throw downfield late. Fires into traffic, picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to throw, it's Meyer. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.